Hey guys, it's me Taca575. 안녕하세요. Taca575입니다. 니하오 시 Taca575. Konnichiwa. Watashi wa Taca575 です. So hey guys, it's me Taca575. I am here in Tokyo, Japan. Um, really well anticipated for basically a month. I was here in May um, as a birthday gift to myself, and I'm back here for the set of Bandit Ring, which actually is now opening as we speak. It's about 9 a.m. here in Tokyo, June 20th, 2015. Um, it, Back in the States, still the 19th, so um, we're actually 13 hours ahead um, on the East Coast of the United States. So, yeah, so basically, this video is only for um, basically what the description says, my journey um, to here, and potential purchases that I plan to purchase in the Pokemon Center in Mega Tokyo. Um, so first, the set Bandit Ring. Bandit Ring, to me personally, saying it is going to be one of those sets that's going to be hard to collect like the other previous sets, just because of the quantity of full arts and of course the three secret rares. So it's going to be plus there's two other ones apparently. Um, so that's five secret rares in total. So that's going to make it kind of impossible to, unless they change the pull ratio. So in the next couple hours we'll know the pull ratio soon. Um, More likely people, well, right now they're purchasing right now. I'm at my apartment that I'm staying in for my stay here, so it's not much, but it does have a nice view, um, and it's really close to the where the Pokemon Center of Tokyo is, um, so it's not that hard to find. So I do seem that I will purchase at this point about 5 boxes of Bandit Ring. Don't know if I'm gonna plan to buy more. Um, I plan not to go when it opens, just because it tends to be very chaotic. The last times I've gone when the store opened literally, and it's been pretty chaotic. I feel like it's best to sometimes go in the middle of the time period, just because sometimes stores strategically plan to give the crappy stuff first, and sometimes there's better pools or better stuff behind the walls in the stocking area. So, so yeah. So, plan to buy 5 boxes of Bandit Rain, a dip box, and a couple sleeves. Also, I might buy some stuff at Card Kingdom, which is in Akihabara, which tends to be, the prices are the same because all Pokemon stuff are fixed price, 150 yen per pack. So you could buy it at Toys R Us, it'll be the same if you buy in the Pokemon Center, or if you buy out anywhere around Japan, it'll be the same price, 150 yen. That is the standard price. So a box will cost 3,240 yen, approximately around $29, according to the exchange rate as we speak. So 5 boxes of that. Um, I would like to get another plushie, or maybe two. Um, there is a plush that I would love to have, um, and it's a Pikachu with a certain design. Um, I would like to have that. I would also love to get uh, the Pikachu promoting the new opening of the Pokemon Center in Hiroshima, but the opening of the store doesn't. It's not until July, so obviously I'm not gonna be able to get it in person. So maybe I'll purchase it online and then get it shipped to where I am. But hopefully I could get that particular type of set up and running. Um, what else I want to buy? I want like to buy some keychains and stuff like that, and other memorabilia if possible. but it's not a guarantee. If you hear noise in the background, it's because I have the windows open because it is sunny and a little bit cool. So instead of using the aircon, which you see right there, that aircon is like a humidifier. They sell it in the States, but yeah, instead of using that, I open the windows. It's cool. Um, but but yeah, um, that's basically what I'm planning to buy um, at the Pokemon Center. Um, I do plan to do a video, an update video of me purchasing, a haul video. Um, as far as me opening the content, I will probably wait until I get back to the States, which will probably be in a couple of days more. I'll be here probably until Tuesday and Wednesday, arriving, depending which day. So, and what flight I get on. So, I do plan to do that afterwards. So, wait for that. But I am going to do a haul. I am going to do an update of the Pokemon Center. I'm going to try my best to get as best as quality as possible. I'm not guaranteeing it because I don't have like a sophisticated camera. So I'm going to try my best to have the best quality possible. Um, and I will take my time to edit. So that'll probably be the next video, followed by the haul, and then the continuation of me doing some pre-recorded videos of me opening a milk break. So that will be basically the lineup for the next couple of days. Um, but I am gonna do a Q&A right now. So I am going to ask you guys something in particular. Oops. If we can pull up. Let me try this again. Let's see if I could do this. Give me a minute, I'm sorry. In the meantime, I'll try to figure this out. Um, my journey here to Japan, it was okay. The only thing I would have to complain is that my IFE system, which is airline term for in-flight entertainment, wasn't working, which was okay because I had other stuff with me, so that way it doesn't become a burden. Um, but yeah, it was not as favorable, but I lasted the flight, so that's the important thing right here. That I was able to last about a 14-hour flight to New York, so that's pretty easy. That wasn't hard for me. The hard thing was, of course, trying to assimilate back to what I was a long time ago. So, which was a month ago, technically saying. But the time frame and all that stuff. Like the first day, it lasted until like around 8 o'clock night, like 8 o'clock at night here in Tokyo, and then I fell asleep. I passed out, and then woke up around like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning here. So that's one thing that was that was hard to adjust. The flight itself was pleasant. Not so it wasn't so bad, but it could have been easier. But yeah, it was pleasant. It was tolerable for sure. for about a 14 plus hour flight, it was pretty tolerable. So I can't complain on that particular end. Food was okay. I did buy like water just to hydrate myself, which is one thing I suggest everyone to do. Always hydrate yourself on a flight. Most people get jet lag. Even though you sleep, you still get jet lag. It's because you're dehydrated. Um, so that's one thing I do suggest. And in life in general, technically saying, um, you should hydrate yourself as much as possible, so that way you don't um, you don't get fatigue or any type of particular illness or something like that. Because sometimes when you, I'm pretty sure most of you guys know, most of the time when you think you're hungry, it's not because you're hungry, it's because you're thirsty. So, okay, so um, if you guys want to and give me some questions, I would gladly take them. Um, just submit your questions, and I will definitely get you guys into that. Um, what else I was going to tell you guys? Oh, yeah. Um, Pokemon Center, how to get to the Pokemon Center here if you're not Pokemon. Pokemon Excavation was here a couple of days ago, about 4 or 5 days ago. Um, so um, I would like to say in the live chat if she does happen to watch this, I do wish you all the best in what you purchased, and hopefully you get some good pulls and some cool stuff. And um, PokeTrade says, can you record yourself in the store showing the products of packs and stuff? Also, when give me 1 minute, sorry. Also, when are you going to do any openings? Also, would you be willing to sell any? Okay, answer your first question. Yes, I am gonna record myself at the Pokemon Center in Tokyo, and I will record as much as I can. Of course, it does feel a little bit awkward. They are familiar with foreigners, but it's a little bit awkward. I've done this already 5 times already, and in this particular store, I've done it twice. So I think we'll be okay. The second question, to answer your second question, the openings I won't do until I get back to the States, just because I already have pre-recorded content. But as far as the video saying, it'll be uploaded as soon as possible. Um, and a haul, of course, of what I purchased will be up there as soon as possible. And then you answer your third question, Poke Trades. I'm not sure if I'm going to sell any. The only thing I probably will be willing to sell is duplicates. If you guys don't know, I am not a Pokemon TCG personnel. I'm more of a collector. So I personally do not do like battles and stuff like that. I would love to, but I just don't have the time and all that stuff. So um, I don't plan to. The only thing planned to sell probably are individual cards if I have tons of duplicates of it. And that includes other sets too. If you see my last videos and you've seen duplicates, I am willing to trade or sell at your disposal. Right? So you just contact me and I will get back to you as soon as I can, of course. Okay, so thank you for your question, Pokemon Trades. I think I answered it pretty well, I think, unless you have any discrepancy about the way I answered the question. You can gladly send a comment or join my live chat so that way I can see it live. Because, okay. So, what I was into, oh yeah, my journey to Japan. I flew on Japan Airlines just because I am a partner of the One World. I do have a frequent partner of the One World, and also I prefer Japan Airlines just because of the stability and the time frame of what the flight comes in, and we're leaving over there um, back in New York, so I prefer that. What else? Other reasons, um, just basically because of that. Sometimes it's a little bit more easier for me to fly on a certain carrier than another one. Uh, but for me personally, saying it's not really technically price. It's about time of arrival and time of departure. If it looks well for me and the flight doesn't look um, that oversold, then I will do it. So I tend to go for that, not much for price. Um, so yeah, and why Japan Airlines? Japan Airlines is one of the airlines I've been. I actually traveled with Japan Airlines every single time I came to New York. The first time I had such a great experience that I plan to go on Japan Airlines every single time um, I come to Japan. I even am willing to fly on Japan Airlines to other Asian countries if the time permits and of course the time frame is convenient. Um, Even if I have to fly to Seoul or something like that. Seoul, maybe not, because the first flight gets in here, I would have to wait probably another 6 hours to get on it, so I'd rather go in Korean or Asiana or something like that. Um, but that's something that would have to wait and plan for the future, which is another thing I would love to go to. I would love to go to other Asian countries. Again, Korea, Seoul, Korea. I would love to go to China, Hong Kong specifically. I'd love to go to Malaysia again, Kuala Lumpur, Singapore, Thailand, um, as well as other places in Europe. I'd love to go to Prague. I'd love to go to Copenhagen, Oslo, Stockholm. Where else? Vienna. I'd love to go to Vienna. I'd love to go to Dusseldorf, Frankfurt, Berlin, Brussels. Also, South America. I would love to go to Chile, Santiago. I would love to go to Buenos Aires. Um, basically, right. I'd love to go to Australia Down Under and New Zealand. It's been on my bucket list for a long time to go. So yeah, um, those are places I would like to go. But yeah. So how to get to the Pokemon Center? There are multiple ways to get there. Me personally, because I'm close by, I'm not going to take the train or subway or taxi or bus. Um, it's best just to walk. But the Pokemon Center is located on the second floor of the Sunshine City building. Um, there is a hotel in the Sunshine City building. It's called the Prince Hotel Tokyo, which you could rent rooms and stuff like that. It is kind of pricey, um, get along thinking of the prices in Japan. Um, they are pretty expensive compared to American standards. So you do have to anticipate an extra dollar or two more than what you pay in the States. Europe maybe would be almost as equivalent, maybe cheaper for you guys, depending on what of your requirement and of course your salary and your earnings and stuff like that, and how much you're willing to spend. But in the long run, it comes down um, practicality, um, your flexibility of your budget, all that's going to come down to. But in fact, just think in mind what I said in the beginning. Each pack of costs 150 yen, and uh, each box costs 3,240 yen. So it makes sense. 150 times 20 is 3,240 yen. So that makes perfect sense as far as calculating the price of goods. And as far as everything else goes, plushies can range between 850 yen to up to 3 to 4 to 5,000 yen. Um, Sleeves are roughly 372 for a pack. Double pack, probably 620. A deck box costs the same as a pack of sleeves, so you have that amount. Figurines can range between 360 to up to 3 to 4 5, maybe up to 10,000, depending on what specific figurine you want. Merchandises, cups, pencils, utensils, stationery specifically, that could range in a whole lot of prices. What else? Apparel. Not that they don't have that much apparel as far as adults goes. It's more targeted for like, younger kids. So if you have like a sibling or something that loves Pokemon, you want to get something for them. Uh, it it is practical. I wouldn't say it's necessary because you could find Pokemon products in apparel on Amazon eBay a little bit more cheaper and probably the same quality, or PokemonStore.com, PokemonCenter.com. Um, what else? Keychains and stuff like that. Good range. It could range between 300 yen to up to 1,000 yen, I think, if you want a particular set. They do sell video games. I wouldn't suggest to buy a video game, just because it is a little bit more expensive. Um, so I would scratch that out. I would buy it if you live in Europe. I would buy it maybe in a European country, or buy it at Amazon or eBay or a game store. It'll probably be a little bit more cheaper buying it where you're from than buying it here in Japan, depending on certain factors, of course. But the majority of the time, that is the case. Um, Sometimes it's even best to buy it in the United States, and then get it shipped if you're not from the United States to your home country. Where else? Pokemon products. You'll see it when I make the video. All the Pokemon products. If you are, um, if you are intrigued about one thing, I will try to put photos within the video so you can see certain segments like plushies and keychains and apparel and cards and other stuff, stationery and all that. I will probably, if you haven't checked the other my videos of the original Pokemon Center, and that was the first time I came for Pokemon related stuff. That's on my channel, and also the Pokemon um, Tokyo store, which is under Tokyo Station and Tokyo Bay. That was the first video. 3 Pokemon stores within the Tokyo region. So that was like last year September. December, I didn't make anything. I think no, I didn't. Um, and then in March, I did the Pokemon Center near to Tokyo. Um, and then May, I didn't do a video, so I only have technically. I think I have 2 videos. I think, yeah, of that. So you can check it out on my channel. Just Google Pokemon Center or Tokyo or Pokemon Center Mega Tokyo, and you will find it on my search channel on my channel Taca575. So that's an easy link to find. What else? What else I was going to tell you guys? Yeah, that's it. Unless you guys have questions for me. Um, Me personally, what I think about Bandit Ring, it is a set that's cool in its own way. Um, Personal cards I would love to have the Lugia for sure. That Lugia for I think it's going to be one of those cards that is going to, at the beginning, it's going to sell like crazy amounts. Um, the other cards, I would like to have the Rayquaza shiny for sure. Um, Other cards were like that. There's a whole. Those are the two big ones that I want. If I can get those within the 5 boxes, I'll be totally pleased. Making a double, um, probably is very low, especially for full arts. Being that set has a lot of full arts, a lot of EXs, and I think a lot of gold cards, ultra rare. I think 5 is exceedingly high, which means the likelihood of you getting a hollow is, I think, is a lot higher now. You probably get more hollows in the deck in a box than an ultra rare or an EX or a full art. So yeah, it's gonna be hard. I I wouldn't imagine how it would be in the English set when it comes out. That's gonna be a different. That's gonna have to wait to see. Because of course they do duplicate it, but I don't know if they're gonna put 5 gold stars in the English set. I personally don't think it's gonna happen. But We would have to wait and see if that is going to happen. Um, I really don't know. I think the set does have its pros and cons. Has a lot of good EXs that are in good stock right now, and I do see some potential decks. Sorry for that. I do see some potential decks. Uh, what the cons are, it's just gaining those amount of cards. I think you would have to purchase a hell of amount of quantity of these boxes and packs to see the benefits. I think you probably would have to complete the set. Maybe I would say a minimum of probably 20, probably 20 boxes. Um, it comes down to the pull ratio. What's the pull ratio of each box? What's the likelihood of you getting a certain card? Um, what's the probability of you getting a good box? And what's the probability of you getting a certain amount of EXs versus hollows or full versus whatever else? So I think that's what's going to come down to. It's going to come to those little itty bitty numbers and the probability of you getting a good card. I'm not saying that it's going to be that no one's going to be able to complete. There are going to be people who are going to complete the set. Um, People who purchase a quantity of boxes, or of course, people who do trades. I personally prefer to have the physical box and get the pull. If I do have to complete a set, and which sometimes you have to um, do a trade in order to complete a set, it would have to be done. In this case, I think it's gonna have to be done unless you have a hell of amount of quantity of cash to invest yourself in buying 20 up to 40 boxes case, like a box case contains 20 booster boxes, then you'll be fine. You'll be perfectly fine, to be honest. You'll probably get a couple of doubles that hopefully are good doubles that can produce decks and can be sellable or can be used in your proper deck in order to compete in the TCG world. Um, the value of the cards. There are cards I think that are produced and they're probably underpriced, maybe. Like I said in the beginning, Liga probably at the beginning would be priced higher. Once the set has been released for a couple of weeks, maybe the price will go down. All depends on the ratio for that card and the pull ratio of each box. So that's gonna be interesting to see. Of course, I'll witness it when I purchase 5 boxes. Probably 5 boxes is not enough to predict. Maybe 10 boxes would be a little bit more easier to predict that now. I'm not at this time. I'm not willing to invest 10 boxes without not even knowing the likelihood of me pulling the ratio of these boxes. So I'm not willing to take that risk um, at this point. Um, but maybe in the future, buying more boxes just like I did in the regular beginning, I purchased 2, and then at the end, I purchased 4 the next time it came. So, it comes around. And the first time when I did Phantom Gate, I purchased right away 6 boxes, which turned out to be so. It wasn't amazing, so to say. And then the next time, um, I did kind of the same thing. I purchased it all right away, and then the last time when I got what basically Emerald Break, I decided to split it up because it made sense for me. I didn't know the ratios. I already knew already what was going to come out on the set, and I know in the beginning I was not going to purchase. I would have to purchase a large quantity of that content in order to see the results. So I said, okay, I'll take the risk and I'll just purchase 2 boxes. The 2 boxes turned out to be pretty decent. Um, I did pull good stuff, and then I decided to buy 4 boxes the next time it came. So only 2 months later. And they still have boxes. When I show you the video, they have still physical seal boxes of older sets, like X and Y base, and they have it all the way up. Um, so I do have that those boxes sealed. So you could still purchase old content here. You can. They have it sealed and they have it unsealed, individual to buy individual packs. Um, as far as the promo goes, uh, I believe this time it's a Celebi. If I read it correctly, a poster I saw, it's a Celebi, which is the same. I believe the same Celebi that's in the set. So I would have to see. I think you get it from every box or 20 packs that you purchase. I don't think it's a combination like last time you had to purchase a certain quantity of packs and you had to purchase like a dead box and a pair of sleeves or purchase something else and have a certain quantity of total amount in order to get it. So we'll have to see. We'll really would have to see um, when I do the video. But that is all, you guys. I thank you so much for watching. If you're watching this live or actually recorded on the YouTube, um, I do hope to purchase and get good luck. The next video will be me at the Pokemon Center in Mega Tokyo. I will try my best to get the best content as possible. There are probably other YouTubers that are there as we speak, and they're in the process of filming. Um, or maybe they'll be filming when I get there. So if there are PokeTubers, hopefully I get to meet them and we can do some networking connecting because it's always good to connect and know people from around the world. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Arigatou gozaimasu. 감사합니다. And hope to entertain you with the next following videos to come. Arigatou gozaimasu. Sayonara. Thank you from Tokyo. Bye bye.